Hey there, everybody. Kim Danger here, and I recently challenged some of the coaches on my team to do a little getting to know you video, and I felt as if if I were gonna challenge them to do it, I needed to do it too. I needed to step up and be the leader and not just tell them what to do, but actually walk the talk. So here's my little video. I'm going to talk a little bit about why I like coaching, what I personally get out of it, and kind of what sets my own soul on fire when I'm getting up every day and what keeps me driven. So just a little background, I got into coaching 3 years ago, and it wasn't necessarily because I needed to lose weight, but I did have a family history of heart disease and high blood pressure and arthritis and all these things that I kind of saw in my future if I didn't change my lifestyle. I didn't want to be another statistic, and I was, after turning 40, finding it a lot harder to maintain my weight. So that's kind of what got me started with fitness, but I also have always loved cooking. And up until a few years ago, that just meant making what tasted good. And honestly, I'm gonna brag a little bit. I'm a pretty good cook. I can cook, I can hold my own with the best of them, but I had never really focused on healthy eating simply because my family didn't want to eat it. If I told them it was healthy, they'd turn up their nose, they wouldn't want to eat it. So I focused on making foods my family liked, and that was fun, but long term, I knew that that wasn't going to set me up for success with my health and my health goals, and it certainly wasn't going to help my husband, and it was not going to set a good example for my children. So I did decide to change my ways. I'm still super passionate about cooking, and it really, really excites me when I can find or come up with a healthy recipe that my family likes that I think tastes good, because I kind of consider myself a little bit of a foodie, a little bit of a food snob. So, if I put a recipe on my website, it's not crap. It's something that I've tested before and it meets the scrutiny of my standards, which take it for what you will. Maybe you have a more refined palate than I do, and that's great. I would love to hear from you. But that's one of the things that I love about coaching, is just simply introducing people to clean eating that doesn't suck. That's one of the hashtags that I like to use out there, because I just feel like that is such a stigma that people feel as if they go down this path to healthy living, they're going to have to give up the foods that they love. And that's just simply not the case. And while I do eat healthy 80% of the time, and this year I'm actually really, really focusing on eating a whole foods plant-based diet. I've had like one day where I've had red meat. I kind of went overboard. I had a splurge day in a couple weeks ago, but for the most part, I'm eating a whole foods plant-based diet. I'm really trying to eliminate a lot of dairy, a lot of animal products. Not perfect, nor do I intend to be, because I also feel that a reward meal is completely acceptable. And it's just part of what makes a lifestyle able to maintain long term. So I would never call myself vegan, never call myself vegetarian or any of that stuff, but I do see the benefits of that lifestyle. So honestly, that has been one of the biggest motivators, is just discovering how healthy eating makes me feel, how whenever I learn about it, I realize that food truly is medicine, as Hippocrates said, let thy food be thy medicine. And I feel as if you have a family history like I do of high blood pressure and heart disease and cancer, that does not have to be your path. It does not have to be. Take a good look at what you're eating, because foods have the power not only to make you feel well, but to actually heal your body. So the more I learn about that, the more excited I get about it, the more fired up about it I get, and the more I want to share that knowledge with all of my challengers. So that is a huge motivator for me, you guys, food. I'm a huge foodie, but now it's all about healthy eating. So I also challenged my coaches to talk about what would they consider themselves a success if they were able to help someone do something. And for me, it goes way beyond health and fitness. I feel is if they're struggling with overweight and problems with self-esteem, usually it does manifest as an outer, like weight gain or unhealthy habits. But in order to really solve those problems, we have to dig a lot deeper. So I love personal development. I recommend it for all of my challengers, and you guys probably have heard me talk about it a lot if you follow me. But I feel that through fitness, I can reach these people on a deeper level. And maybe you're one of them. Maybe you're one of these people that I've recommended a personal development book to or something like that. But the reason why I believe in it so much is it's really worked for me. I've always been kind of a personal development junkie, even since like I was a teen. I've always been kind of a nerdy introvert and loved reading. But I had my kids and I got away from all that, and through health and fitness and through Beachbody coaching, really gotten back into it because they put such an emphasis on personal development. So short term, I would love to help you guys with finding recipes that work for you, that make you feel good, that help you lose weight. But long term, really want to just help you get past those mental barriers that are keeping you from being the best that you can be. So it's a little bit about my motivation for coaching and why I stick with it and why I love it so much. And hopefully if you're in one of my groups, you've seen my passion for that and you've had the benefit of being exposed to my tips and the things I like to talk about. And I don't mean to take credit for all of this because my team they're amazing. They help with all these challenge groups and we help each other. We pump each other up. We've got this great atmosphere of positivity. And so with that, I would love to also invite you to join our team if personal growth is something that you're into, if you'd love to learn more about healthy eating, because I do find that the more we invest in helping others, the more we help ourselves. So that's my message for today. Hopefully you guys got to know me a little bit better. I'd like to get to know you guys too. So drop something in the comments below. What motivates you to be healthy and live a healthy lifestyle? I want to know. Okay, have a good night.